Overnight flight from Bangkok to Tokyo. I'm sorry, we haven't slept, and this is a suggested itinerary if you've got a short layover in Tokyo. We're on a mission to do number 1, go get some ramen noodles. 2, go to that famous, the busiest crossing in the world, the Shibuya Crossing. And 3, see the Hachiko dog statue of the most loyal dog in the world. We're on a mission!
Back in 69, thank you.
Welcome to Tokyo, Japan, and the Haneda Airport. We have a short layover in Tokyo, and we're on a mission to get some ramen noodles, see the Shibuya Crossing, and the Hachiko dog statue. I have sussed out a bus that's going to take us from the Haneda Airport Terminal to Shibuya Station. It's going to take roughly 37 minutes, cost $10 Canadian, and these buses go every 40 to 45 minutes. Now the bus is going to drop us off at the Shibuya Excel Hotel, Tokyo. Now the big circle is where we hope to get some ramen noodles for breakfast. I've never had them before and looking forward to it. Then we're going to head over to the other big red circle to the Shibuya Crossing, the busiest crossing in the world. And last but not least is the Hachiko Memorial Statue of the most loyal dog in the world. The bus dropped us off at the Excel Hotel and we wanted to find Kamukora, which was the best ramen place in the area. Well, we got there and there are a whole bunch of machines out front and I couldn't understand anything. But we narrowed it down to a couple pictures that seemed appealing. But luckily, some nice lady came along and helped us out. 9 o'clock in the morning.
And where are you?
Japan, Tokyo. We just got an overnight flight from Bangkok. And now I'm going to try and order some, what are these things called?
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
And what number are you picking?
We're both getting 40.
40. Let me take a good look at what 40 entails. We're going for the set menu. Cool. So what are next steps?
I think I'm going to put the money in and press 40.
Okay.
is the most famous and popular noodle restaurant in Japan. Please like.
Oh, you got your receipt. Oh, did you just win the lottery there?
When I met you. Doing it again.
欢迎光临神作是在日本最受欢迎的拉面店，请大家品尝一下。
Did another slip come out?
Yeah, 2 slips.
Okay, what are you gonna do now?
I don't know, we're going in here, I guess.
Okay, let's go. Did you get all the money?
Yeah, I got all the money. Ramen literally means pulled noodles, is a Japanese noodle soup. It consists of Chinese wheat noodles served in a meat or occasionally fish-based broth, often flavored with soy sauce or miso, and uses toppings such as sliced pork, nori, which is dried seaweed, menma, and scallions. Nearly every region in Japan has its own variation of ramen. My first time eating ramen noodles, it was an awesome experience. And if you're ever in that area, Kamukora, soup and noodles, they are awesome. Well, we made our way down to the Starbucks, which is one of the busiest in the world, to get a bird's eye view of the Shibuya Crossing. The Shibuya Crossing, or Shibuya Scramble Crossing, is a popular scramble crossing in Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan. It is located in front of the Shibuya Station Hachiko exit and stops vehicles in all directions to allow pedestrians to inundate the entire intersection. The statue of Hachiko between the station and the intersection is a common meeting place and almost always crowded. 3 large TV screens mounted on nearby buildings overlook the crossing. as well as many advertising signs. Its heavy traffic and inundation of advertising have led to it being compared to the Times Square intersection in New York or Piccadilly Circus intersection in London. Shibuya Crossing is the world's busiest pedestrian crossing, with as many as 3,000 people crossing at a time. Shibuya Crossing is often featured in movies which take place in Tokyo, such as Lost in Translation, The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, and Resident Evil Afterlife. According to the Shibuya Center Street in 2016, the number of pedestrians crossing the intersection was as much as 3,000 per green light every 2 minutes. A 2014 flow measurement survey estimated 260,000 pedestrians per day on weekdays and 390,000 pedestrians on non-working days. Others estimate as many as 500,000 people on the busiest days. One of the most famous meeting points in Shibuya is the Hachiko Statue. Hachiko was born in 1923. 1 year later, Professor Ueno adopted him as a pet and brought him to Tokyo. Every day when Ueno went to the university, Hachiko used to walk with him to Shibuya Station and then wait there for his return. One day in 1925, Ueno did not come back. He died from a cerebral hemorrhage during class, but Hachiko kept waiting. For nearly 10 years, he would come to the station and wait at the same spot for the return of his master. At first, people were bothered, especially the station staff, but one of Ueno's students found out about Hachiko and wrote several articles about him and his faithfulness. Suddenly, the dog became internationally famous and became a symbol of loyalty. There you have it, the Ramen Noodles, the Shibuya Crossing, and the Hachiko Statue. That is our suggested itinerary for a short layover in Tokyo.